Yeah, so everybody, welcome back to my channel. And then this episode, things that wowed me. So if you're watching my video for the first time, please make sure you subscribe. You will learn a whole lot on this page. And if you have already subscribed, oh, down my hog. So let's back to this episode. The things that wowed me, and I'm very sure they wowed me. They're gonna wow you too when you get here. Yeah. So guys, and if you're already in Canada, if if you have things that wowed you, you can comment it in the comment section so that other people too can see what wowed you. So comment what wowed you also if you're already in Canada. So let's continue. The things that wowed me. So this one. Canada is beautiful. Apart from Canada that is beautiful, right? The Christmas lights. During Christmas, man. During Christmas, Canada is always beautiful because every house is, they always design their house, like in front of their house. They always put Christmas lights, Christmas tree. You know all those movies we always watch that they would design their house that it would full of Christmas lights. Those movies are real. Oh man. See Christmas time, we'll see as everybody decorate their house. See man. See this house. See as the man just decorated his house. Fine, die. You understand? You know, sometimes I just imagine that, show me. You are here. You know, seeing how everything is so beautiful, I would just be like, show me you are here. You are here seeing this thing live. And then if you have submitted your application or you're still planning to come to Canada, just have faith. You understand? That same faith that I have, that all what I always see in TV, I will see it one day, and I'm seeing them now. You too, you will see them. You understand? You will see them. Just have faith. Package your application so tight, so that you can be approved. So Christmas is always beautiful here because you see every house. It's like they always use it to do competition. You understand? And they always start designing their house from October. Was it October or no? October. From October. We are in September now, right? By next month, I'll be showing you. There is a video I'm planning to do with my wife. I told my wife that this year Christmas, I'll be going to each houses. I will not enter their house because I don't know them. I will just take a video of those beautiful Christmas lights in front of every of our neighbors. And I might go to other neighborhoods too to go and take their picture and their video, and I will upload them on my channel. They are so beautiful. It's like they always use it to do competition. During Christmas, everybody will just light their house. Everybody will just light the outside of their house. You know, it's always fine. It's always fine. So Christmas is very beautiful, very, very beautiful. Yeah, so beautiful. So the next thing that wowed me is electricity. Although it doesn't wow me like that because I've lived in different countries and then I've experienced constant electricity. You understand? But I spent 2 years in Nigeria during COVID. COVID met me in Nigeria, or COVID met me in Nigeria. You know. So I was stuck in Nigeria. So I experienced that blackout again. But electricity here is constant. Like, as it is right now, it's not gonna blink. So if it's gonna blink, they're gonna send us notice ahead. And since I got here, since I started living here, I've never received any notice that they're gonna blink the electricity. So it has been so constant. Electricity is constant here. Electricity is so constant. It doesn't wow me that much, but I believe it might wow a whole lot of people that have never traveled before. So the next thing, this next one, it's like a culture. It's like a culture here. is the tip, right? Tipping people after they've offered their service for you, tipping them extra money. It's a culture here. If you buy anything, or you go to restaurants, or you buy anything, tipping is like you respect them. It's like a normal thing here, you get. So it is so normal that if you don't do it, you are doing abnormal thing. You understand? It is so normal to the point that if you don't tip, it means you are doing abnormal thing. You get. If you go to a restaurant or buy something, even the POS will bring it. Do you want to tip? How much do you want to tip? You get. People always tip people if they offer them service. After paying them for their service, it's a culture here. It's like a culture that if you don't do it, it's like you are doing abnormal thing. So I told you about the hustle you can be doing in Canada. The other one of my video where I mentioned about all this food delivery. So food delivery, they tips them a lot. They tip the driver a lot. The money they get from the tips is more than the money DoorDash or Skip the Dishes is paying them. You get. So tip is a culture, is a normal culture here that if you don't do it, it's like you're doing a normal thing. But if you don't have it, no police is gonna hold you. You get. But it's just that you respect what that person did for you, and then you are giving them extra tips. So it really wowed me when I got here that is it a must that you must tip? But I've received a whole lot of tips from the service I've offered to people. I've received a whole lot of tips. So definitely, if people offered me service too, I would want to tip them back. Just like the first point I mentioned, if you've been following this episode, everybody's nice to themselves. So you too, you don't have choice than to join them and be nice. So that's the next thing. So the next thing that wowed me is the deliveries. Like, I want to say that there is no thief in Canada, but I wouldn't say that, because we still always see some things in the news. You get, but it's not like Nigeria. So the reason why I mentioned that was because, see, the outside my house, if I have any delivery, maybe I order something from Amazon or any company, they're going to leave it in front of my house, and nothing's going to do that thing. You understand? Even if I don't come back home for 3 days, 4 days, it's going to be in front, like in front of my house. You understand? So that thing always surprised me. That you understand? This is where I first experienced it. The apartment I was living before, I want to be walking to my unit like this, and I would just be seeing deliveries in front of people's doorsteps. And I'll be like, in Nigeria, you will leave your things outside. It is gone. Your neighbor would have, they would have just carried it and do their eyes like this. But you just see in the front door of everybody have deliveries, and then when they come back, they'll come and pick it. Especially those who are living in the condo. In the condo, they have where they always put deliveries, that anytime delivery people come, they will just put it there. Amazon, Best Buy, they will just put it there. So it is when you come back from work, you just come down and select the one that has your name, and pick it, and then go back to your apartment. I was like, I was like, it really surprised me that so people can just be leaving stuffs, even with food. You understand? You just see people deliver food to people's front door. You understand? And then they will leave the food there. It's anytime the person that wants to come and pick the food, just come and take his food in front door. Nigeria, that there is hunger in the land. There is hunger in the land. You will leave your food at the front door. Even the dogs that always pass the street, they are hungry. They are hungry. They'll be the first people. The first thing dogs will be even forget the food that human beings will still eat. Dogs, they will eat your food. But it really surprised me here how the delivery system works. They will just put it at your front door and nothing's gonna happen to it. Sometimes if I go out to do delivery for people and they meet them at home, I will just call them, hey, what's up? Where should I put it? They'll be like, leave it at the front door. Front door? But yeah, that's it here. It really surprised me. So the next thing here that wowed me, that surprised me here, is how they talk. Mainly, if you're coming to Canada, you have to get used to it. And that is what I just did right now. You didn't pay attention. Talking fast. Oh, Canadians, they know how to talk fast. Man, they know how to talk fast. Like, they talk really, really fast. Like, Canadian talk really, really fast. That if you're not paying attention, you will miss a whole lot of things. They'll just be talking fast with you. How's it going? They talk fast. Yeah, that really surprised me. That you guys calm down. Yeah, I was coming from. We don't talk fast like this. we don't talk like this. We calm down. We calm down whenever we want to talk. But they talk so fast. Canadian talk so fast. So that's another thing that wowed me. So the next thing that wowed me was, this one is really, really, it really wowed me. It was when I first got here, right? I want to go to the salon to go and shave my hair. And then I called him. I was like calling them that, hey, do you have dye? I want to dye my hair. I want to relax it. In Nigeria, I would just walk into salon. They will cut my hair. They will dye it. They will relax it. They will dye it, and I will get out. But here, it doesn't work like that. You understand? If you relax your hair today, you can't dye it until next 2 weeks. I'll be like, are you kidding me? Yeah, it's their law. Like, it's their. There are a lot of things we are not paying attention to in that country. So the point is that they wrote it there on those all the dyes that we always use and all the relaxers. Like that, if you relax, you must not dye instantly because it's going to damage your skin and your hair. You get, but we are not paying attention to it. But here, you can try such. If the stylist, the barber, if that barber try it, they will seize that barber license. You understand? They will seize his license, his or her license. You understand? But it really surprised me that we always do this thing back home now. we cut, we relax. After we relax, they put dye, they help us to put dye. We get out from the salon slaying, slay. In Nigeria, after I finish shaving my hair like this, relaxing and then putting dye, all this place will now be fade. It's not fade. Man. I will just be slaying outside the salon but here is either you relax today and come back in 2 weeks time to come and dye your hair. It surprised me. It wowed me. So the next thing that wowed me is the break, the break that students always have here, the summer break. What is summer break in Nigeria? You understand? In Nigeria, you have to first semester, second semester, you have to do all this semester. But the way the education system works here is they always, it's 3 sessions, right? It's 3 sessions: the fall, the winter, and the summer. So during fall, they will have a session. Let's assume that was the first semester. During winter, they will have a session too. But during summer, everybody go and enjoy your life. You understand? Go and enjoy your life. For like that 3 months, it's like a break. It was 4 months for the higher institution. Like for us, it's 4 months. So 4 months, go and do whatever that you want with your life. So if you want to go and walk, you understand? Go and walk. If you want to just go and be sleeping, go and be sleeping. If you want to go for summer vacation, you get, the education system is so flexible. You just attend 2 semesters, then you will use 4 months to enjoy. You understand? Attend school for 8 months, the remaining 4 months of the year, summer break. When I first got here and they explained that to me, that no session, that everybody go and work or go and do whatever that you want with your life. You have to come back in the next 4 months to resume the session. I was like, eh? So within the 4 months. But that's how that works here. So it's really surprised me. Though for we that we are doing research, we don't have break. During the summer we are working on our research. But for the people doing normal studies, they don't go to school, they don't have classes during those 4 months period. So it's really surprised me. So the next thing that surprised me is this one is our plug. Our plug here. Our plug here doesn't have on and off. In Nigeria now, whenever you plug something, you can off it from the switch. We don't have that kind of thing here. We don't have, our switch is direct. Once you put it, it started working. You understand? Once you put it started working. So most of our appliances is always on. You just use the remote to off it. Or if you don't want it to be on, just remove it. You get, like, the microwave is there, it's always plugged. The bread toaster is there, is always on the switch, so there is no place to on it and off it. My TV is just plugged there, so if I don't need it, I can just off the TV or remove the cable. There is no place where I can switch it off or switch it on. So that really surprised me. The first time I got it, I was like, where's the on button? I want to off it, I want to on it. So that's that. So this next thing, it's really, really surprised me, is their dustbin, the way they always dispose their waste here. It took me a very, very long time to understand the way they dispose their waste. Like now, if you pack your waste now, you must not put everything together if you want to go and dispose it. Your perishable food, the foods, your remnants, they have to be at one side. The bottles, if you add a drink, the bottles have to be at another side. Let's say for diapers, for my baby diapers, I must not mix them with each other. I have to separate them. They have to be in different bin. You understand? So everything have to be separate. You understand? So that thing really got me confused. I didn't first know when I first got here. It was in a church. We're trying to clean church, right? And then I just pack all those dirty, I swept, and then I now pour it at where they put all this plastic. So the woman just said, no, we don't do that. The woman just said, no, you don't pack how does she put it? You don't pack something with something. I was like, oh, I don't know. So she asked, as in, no man, this kind of that, man. She had to use her hand to pick everything that I packed. That way I use packer and broom to sweep. She used her hand to pick everything and separate them. You understand? From where I put them, she had to separate them, put with her bare hand. That was when I realized that, man, it's like, this thing is serious. For her to use her hand to just use it to, man. So that thing really surprised me. So you don't just pack everything at the same place. There's a place you pack your food, maybe your remnants, your food remnants. There's a place you pack it, the case of your food, maybe the plates you don't use anymore, the nylon, the cartons. There is a place you pack them to. Clothes, there is a separate bin that you put them. Okay, this is it. There's a separate place you have to put them if you want to go and throw away your waste. And outside also, if you want to go and throw it outside, you will see them green, blue, black, different colors. So each colors means different things. So you can't just put A into B or B into A. You have to separate them. So that really surprised me. In my country, pack everything together. Everything. So The next thing that surprised me is eating on the road. You know, it's a normal thing here. If you buy something at a store, you can be eating on the road while you're going to wherever you're going. You get eating ice cream, pizza on the road. You can enter pizza shop, order for pizza, then hold it by your hand, and then started eating it while you are going to wherever you are going. This one is really common, so you can be eating as you're going, as you're walking. Especially where I was living before, downtown, that it's a center of food. You just see people walking to a store, get the food, and then eating it as they were going. You get, so it's really common, eating on the road. But you can't try that in Nigeria. Just make sure that in that Nigeria, just find better buka. You understand? Better buka, and then to prepare one better amala. Amala and maybe okra soup or ewedu, or or fufu. Just imagine, just carry fufu on your hands and then start eating while you're walking. Man, you can't try that. Even the dust in that you know what I'm talking about. In that Nigeria, just go out in the morning. By the time you're coming back home, spend 2 hours outside and use handkerchief to wipe your face like this. If you see the dirty that will be on your face in Nigeria, that's we have hope. Yeah, understand? We have hope. So that's that. Last but not the least thing that we'll mention is that here, what surprised me is the different type of cars. Like, in Nigeria, we don't know more than Honda, Lexus, Benz, and Toyota is Honda. We have another one, Toyota and Honda. Okay, Toyota and Honda, right? We don't know more than that for the popular one. But here, no car is popular here. They have different cars, like different brands. Different brands of car. Like if I start counting them, I can count 20 for you now, and you will not see one more than another. You understand? So they don't focus on one brand here. If you're a car person, that's the first thing you will notice. You just be seeing the different name of cars, different name of cars. The cars that you have never even heard before, or the car that that they are not popular in Nigeria, or the models they were using in Nigeria it doesn't make sense. But here you will see all those cars here, and then you'll be like, wow, so this is this product. They have this kind of model. This car produces this kind of model, and you fall in love with the brand. So different cars, we have different cars here, different brand of cars here, different cars. So that's all for this episode. Like I said, I can't finish this episode. I would always see new things, and as I'm seeing them, I will always come back here to update this episode. So guys, if you're from different province, you can drop what surprises you when you move into Canada, or what you're seeing in Canada that is wowing you, that is not in wherever you're coming from. So drop it in the comment section. Thank you guys. Please subscribe to this channel. It means a lot. Thank you, and I will see you in my next video. I love you. Bye.